I've got to get the right balance when I speak to you about this is that the job's not done and usual quotes like that, because it's not. And if we don't win next week, it'll hurt. But I think that's a huge achievement from the players that endured all sorts of ridicule and things wrote about them, things said about them, booed. We've only added one bloke to the squad, and for them to first off to finish second, I thought, and secure top four and secure second with 3 games to go, I think it was. I think that in itself is a big thing about what character they've got. But you know, to get through to grand final now is it's big. Yeah.
Those defeats will mean nothing though if you win next week, will they?
Pardon?
Those defeats will mean nothing if you win next week.
That's right. That's right. They're a good team, Castleford, extremely good, and you know, we'd have to be a lot better than we were tonight, and we're going to have to be on the money. We're going to have to nail most areas of the game. The challenger in nearly every area of the game, and you know, they're 9 out of 10 in the kicking, they're 9 out of 10 in their yardage, they're 9 out of 10 in good ball, they're 9 out of 10 in defence. Their defence has hugely improved this year. So if we're going to win, I'm not sure how many 8 out of 10 efforts we can have.
Were you disappointed to be only 6 up at half time because you're outstanding in the opening 20?
No, I wasn't, and I said at half time, don't think anything's gone wrong. This is a semi-final to get through to grand final, and Hull are a good team. Hull have been great all year, and this is how it is. This is how it is. And yes, we had some possession. I don't think we played tame. I thought we asked loads of questions, but Hull kept coming up with the answers defensively, and credit to them for that.
Brad Singleton, how good was he tonight?
You need those blokes in your team. Same with James Jones, same with Stevie Ward. The domestiques of your team, he just ran himself to water, did Brad tonight. Stevie Ward's popped his shoulder. His shoulder's come out the back, so he's in hospital at the moment. And I think they're trying to put it back in. I don't know the extent of the injury, but it's looking doubtful for next week. So we are pumped and we're over the moon, but I'll tell you, for him, it's hard news.
Right, when you said in some kind of dim and distant days some time ago after the Castleford first result that you could get to Old Trafford, how much has belief played? And probably some of us were sceptical. How much has belief carried you there again?
Well, I believed it at the time. I hope you know me well enough. I don't lie in here, and if it's not good, I'll tell you it's not been good. And I think if it's good, and we can win, I'll tell you I think we can win. I can't remember whether I said it after the round 3 one. Did I? Was it the week after?
I think it's the week after here.
I said it to him as we were walking towards it after the Castleford loss in round 3, where we put 60 points in us, and I said to Phil, I'm going to tell him we can win the grand final. He said, don't say that because I'm going to think you're madder than you already are. Or they already think you are. It wasn't a one-liner, it wasn't a Hollywood moment. I believed we could do it. But you've got to go through all that process, and haven't you? And one thing I will say about the group is that because of what's gone on over the last 18 months, right? Not just in the last 3 months, because of what's gone on over the last 18 months, I reckon that my group's had more honest, sit down, let's get this sorted chats than any other team in Super League. We've had to do. We nearly got relegated last year. We're in the risk of getting relegated last year. And that honesty, that level of honesty now, when somebody says, look, I'm tired, can you go do that for me? Or I'm tired, I need you to be there. There's no outs. My group's got no outs. My group's got, oh, well, my army's hurting, I can't get there. Or I thought he was going to get there. Because we've done all that. We've cleared all that up. So the honesty that they have with each other far outweighs sometimes the quality that we come up with on a game day.
Does that further say, the last game of last season, you kind of said judge us on the following season, so we're now kind of judging you now. But
away you go, judge you where.
So you've responded, haven't you, as you said you would?
Judge you where.
You responded as you said you would.
Thank you.
You've won a grand final twice from 5th. Does this rank as an equally high or higher achievement from where you were this time?
I wouldn't. I've considered this, and it's just a different version. I won't say it's any. I think it's a brilliant story. I think the story of 2015 in itself is great. I think the story of 2011 is great because we finished 5th and nobody thought we could. And then in 2012, it was just a crazy year and we finished 5th again and nobody thought we could, and they're all brilliant stories. And winning back-to-back grand finals in itself is another story. This is just another story, and it's a great one.
We haven't mentioned Danny Maguire yet. You know, he's going to go to Old Trafford in his final game in the Leeds shirt, and as a Leeds lad, possibly lift the grand final. It's a fantastic scenario, another great story.
For him and Rob, yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Tonight, both of them were everything you would have expected.
Very influential, really influential, and I thought for the first 25 minutes of the game, we were as good as we've been in for a long time. Really solid, you know, and the whole word as well, by the way. I thought we defended really well. I suppose if there's a couple of sad bits about Stevie Ward and that, I feel a bit for Gaz Ellis as well, you know, them moments that any bloke retires, but I'm more pleased for Danny and Rob, but there's a bit there for Gaz Ellis who's had a fantastic career, and it's hard for him to bow out now.